I want to just, so Mama Rose is usually with us here, but today is her birthday. Mama Rose is 23. No, I'm just kidding. And tomorrow is Mama Angina's birthday, and she's with us. Is that right, Angina? Am I correct? You have to take yourself off mute in order for me to hear you, us to hear you. Anyway, I think that's true. So I'm going to, I'm just
That
going
is true. Tomorrow I will be 29 one more time.
all right, all right.
Forever
So,
29.
so this is, you, a lot of times, if I know it's your birthday, you might get a text from me. This.
It's your birthday. It's the day that you were born. It's the day your mama brought you home. It's a special day. Let us celebrate. Yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm gonna celebrate with you. Time to celebrate. Tell everybody. Come on, y'all. Come on and celebrate on your birthday. Come on, y'all. Hey. And many more.
So, Mama Angina, happy birthday tomorrow. If we don't see you, we'll understand that your family has kidnapped you, and they're and they're taking you to someplace nice. All right.
No, that will be on Saturday.
Oh,
But
you-
I would also like to say
yes.
on Saturday,
Mhm.
it's Baba Ustadi's birthday. And
Ah,
I think on the 14th, it's Baba Kadabazi's. And also Mama Sia's, I think it's the 15th or something like that. It's just a whole slew of us Leos at
yes, yes,
will say.
yes.
But thank you, everyone.
Yes, yes. All right. So, you know, like I was explaining, my son got married this weekend. It was in Mexico, and then we came back. We got here. It was like 11:30 Sunday night. Excuse me, Monday night. All right, you be careful out there, Sugar D. You know, and then today we went to a funeral. My brother-in-law, his father passed in Richmond. So just getting back and everything. So didn't really have one thing, but so I was thinking, if you wouldn't mind, and you know, we have the man here, Brother Keedy. He can always do a program. Just you name a subject, and he could bring it up. But just for a few minutes, I'd like to play a little Emo's greatest hits.
Well, which son got married, Baba?
Rahotep got married.
Oh, wow, wow.
Mhm.
Congrats. Okay.
Yep. So he's married and he lives in Florida. Lives in the same city that Minister Bill lives in Jacksonville, Florida. So yeah. So that's you know, just a whirlwind, and just going through the airport and customs is enough to make you not want to travel. You know, just just doing that. But anyway, so I'm going to share some things with you. You know, I make some videos and then I put them up on YouTube. Mariana has, you know, given me some another Leo. It's a lot. I just love Leo people. My grandmother, her birthday was on the 5th. She was a Leo. And you know the interesting thing about people that are born under that sign is they usually don't know anything about astrology, but they do know that I'm a lion and I'm a Leo. You know, I'm talking about a grandmother that went to the Vatican, you know, had rosaries and all kinds of stuff, but she knew, you know, and my I never saw mother. This is my other grandmother. Her birthday was July 31st. I never saw mother go to church. I never saw mother go to church. Sometimes the Jehovah's Witness would come over and study with her. And when she passed, I understand some of their traditions is they don't go to funerals necessarily. But I looked, you know, I got up to speak at my grandmother's funeral, and there was Rose and I forget the other lady's name. They were there. They were there at mother's funeral, so she had some effect on them. All right, hey, who's that? Who's that good-looking young lady with the glasses on that's looking at us? Who is that? Take yourself off mute. Identify yourself. Who are you? Okay, now, Sugar D, whoever's driving, don't talk. But if you're not driving, then you can talk. You guys need to talk to Stoddy about pushing buttons. Yes. All right. Hey, hold tight. I'll bring up these things that I'm talking about. All right. So that's a purple screen, which you didn't necessarily need it to see. Hold tight. We've already seen them. So let's go. Let's go to some music.
Welcome to the music room. Today we'll be doing a Bob Marley song.
No,
Jamming.
no, brethren. We're not going to do it now. So this is some of my music things, and just to show you how corny I am. One of my favorite songs is by this group called the Dells. You ever heard of them? I think this is the song. No, that's not it. Let's see. Okay, just this song. Okay. This was like in the 70s, before there was Soul Train. There used to be a PBS show, and it was called Soul. And they would have different groups, like they had an early rendition of Earth, Wind, and Fire, Ashford and Simpson. And this particular week, they had the Dells. And I really like this last song. And their lead singer, wow, I wish I could sing like him.
Lately, babe, I've been thinking how good it was when you were here. It ain't the wine that I've been drinking. For once, I feel my head is clear. Early this morning, when I opened my eyes, all of some feeling hit me by the past. I got you that we used to share. My thoughts of you don't have an memories of your everywhere. Oh, should I tell you? You're concerned. You win some, you lose some. I've lost it all. Just that I'm so lonely. Now breaks the time. Everything I find, the love we had stays on my mind. Ooh, if you were near, if you had a mirror, maybe you could and if you were, it would all be how I wish that you were. How I wish you were here. How I wish that you were here. And baby girl, I was tired. So I lay down to dream a while. And lately I've been so uninspired. Out the comfort of your smile. I'm not complaining. That's how it goes. Always some heartaches in this life, I suppose. You can imagine, nobody knows. Love stays on my mind. The love we had stays on my mind. I love you, baby. Stays on my mind. I never will forget you, baby. I'm so lonesome without you, darling. Stays on my mind. The love we had stays on my mind. I never will forget you, baby. Stays on my mind. I'm so lonesome without you, darling. Stays on my mind. Stay in my corner, baby. Stays on my mind. I never will forget you, baby. Stays on my mind. Don't leave me, baby. Stays on my mind. Don't leave me, baby. I love you.
So,
Okay. I know there's a lot going on in the world, but that was the Dells. Marvin Jr. on lead vocal, and you know, that's who
Johnny Carter.
Kevin, yes,
Johnny Carter. Yeah.
Johnny Carter on first, and that's who Teddy Pendergrass patterned himself after, Marvin Jr. I just love that song. You know, I just love it. Okay, all right. Now, what did you all want to talk about?
You could have played Standing Ovation.
Standing Ovation? You know what? I have another song, Sebastian, but it's not the Dells. Maybe you recognize it. I have another song, and let's see if I can.
I was
Yes,
looking at those afros. Those
That was-
afros they were wearing.
that
I
was back in
remember
the
when
day.
the brothers,
Yeah.
yeah, they was
Now-
rocking it.
Now, this next one, I guess not. Never mind. I was going to say I was at this show, but I wasn't. So this next one here.
Johnny Graham, guitar. Berdine.
So I'm just going to play a couple more, and then we'll talk. Hey, Judy joined us tonight. All right, and so stay with us, guys. We're going to go to 6:30.
Greetings from Atlanta.
Greetings from Atlanta. They had a really nice thing. This was Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is when I first. Okay, 1973 on the same program, Soul. I'm just gonna play the kalimba part.
Dean White on vocals and bass, Larry Dunn, organ and electric piano, Ralph Johnson on drums, Andrew Woolfolk on sax and flute, and also appearing with her own sensational quintet, the dynamic sister Linda Hopkins. And here now, the elements of the universe, earth, wind, and fire.
Remember those hats? How skinny Berdine is. What happened? Okay. Yeah, every now and then I just go to my my videos, you know, when I'm feeling a certain way. Just listen to the music, you know. Yes. How many have seen this sister?
All right, we're gonna go somewhere so special now. And I'm so proud to see my brothers and sisters here in the audience this afternoon. And this is for the beautiful people of the Gambia and all the representatives of the Gambia right here this now. So this song is called Gambia, and it's of course in dedication to the Gambia and the Gambians. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It's so beautiful to see your faces here. All right. So all the people from the Gambia, can you put your hands up?
Not
and
in
wave for me and
person,
say,
but
Gambia!
several times on YouTube.
Gambia! Gambia. Beautiful. All right.
No sound.
No sound?
It started out with sound, but now it's no sound.
I had sound.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Let's try it again. See, the volume's all the way up. Here we go.
I hear it now.
Looks like Ustadi, huh? What instrument is that, that she's playing? What's the name of that instrument?
Yeah, that's the Cora.
Cora. Well, Kitty, I knew you knew.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
Yes.
instrument.
Yes, and what's so interesting about her is that usually this instrument is only reserved for men, but her
Yeah, the
father,
Javia.
yeah, and her father is like this grand master of it, and so it got passed down to her, and she's a grandmaster. Yeah.
Now, wasn't that instrument that she was playing used to be only played by men, and she was the
Yes.
first woman to play that instrument, right?
Yes. Yeah, her father was, he's a famous kora player and he's a maestro. Kitty probably knows the correct term for that, but yeah, he passed it down to her, and yeah, she was, whew, she's such a great great kora player. Now, I try to play, and actually I can play this song, when I concentrate on it. I try to play the kalimba, and this brother is from, he's from Zimbabwe, actually the mbira comes from. I love this song.
Do you remember the day you said I'll be the only one? 'Cause I remember the way you held my gaze, my lovely one. I still remember stealing all the mangoes from the farm, just for fun, just for fun. You're the one. Do you remember the day you let me be the only one? 'Cause I remember making love to you under the sun, by the river, underneath the mango tree, my love. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you remember the day the soldiers came with all their guns? 'Cause I remember begging you to leave, my love. Just run past the river, underneath the mango tree, my love. I will come. I will come, 'cause you're the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You like that one? Love that.
Baba, you know who our resident kalimba player is?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Baba Jeff. Yeah.
Baba Jeff. That's
Yeah.
right, Baba Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah, he plays.
I love when he plays that. I love when he plays.
Yeah.
Now, in 1979, I got a chance to see Bob Marley, and there's actually a YouTube video when Bob Marley came to Oakland. He was there at the Oakland Auditorium, and I was able to go backstage. One of my classmates knew that I was in. See, back in 78, 79, reggae was like for those weird people, you know, Black people weren't into it then, you know, and here I was starting my locks, you know, singing all this reggae, talking about Rastafari. And so somebody gave me some backstage passes. So I got a free ticket and I got to see him in 79. And you know what? When I was there, I felt so bad because 90% of the people there, 95% of the people there were not African, not African American. But you know what? They knew all the word. They just went from one song to the next, and they knew all the words. You know, and I felt so bad about that. But I found this one. Now, this is on the same tour. Hey, Amadi.
Hey, good to be here. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So this was in Santa Barbara. And Bob is really, oops, that's the wrong one. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no, that's the right one. Let's see. Come back. Hold on, I'm coming.
The Minister Imhotep.
Yes.
Imhotep. What they say?
Yes. Yes.
Turn it off. Do not.
Hello. Oh, she's talking to them. All right, so I'm going to speed it up all the way up to the last song. Let's see. This is like the Wailers at their height.
Stand up for your right.
I'm gonna start it at the beginning. Okay, the next song is gonna be the finale. Rita and Judy. Judy Mowat, Rita Marley, Seco Patterson, Junior Marvin, Barrett Brothers, drum and bass, Tyrone Downing on organ.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. We're sick and tired of the hism, schism. Up, down and go to heaven in the hism, schism. We know and we understand. Almighty God is a living man. And you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And now you see the light. What you gonna do? Stand up for your right. Did you hear? Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You get up, stand up. You stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. 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 Why? 'Cause I never give up the fight. 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 Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Just your children, don't give up the fight. 'Cause I never give up. 'Cause I never give up. 'Cause I never give up. 'Cause I never give up the fight. We're sick and tired of dying and go to heaven in. We know and we understand. Almighty God is a living man. And you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Why-yo, why-yo, yo, yo, yo. Why-yo, why-yo, yo, yo, yo. Why-yo, yo. Why-yo, yo, yo, yo. Why-yo, why-yo, yo, yo, yo. Don't give up the fight. 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 'Cause I never 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 give up the fight. So children, don't give up the. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Say it again. Most people think red God will come from the sky, take away everything, make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. Now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Yeah. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. You get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. 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 'Cause I never 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 give up the fight. Why-yo, why-yo, yo, yo, yo. 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 Why-yo, why-yo, yo, yo, yo.
I just love that ending. All right. I guess I've bored you guys enough with the music here.
And that was nice. It was really nice.
And I just saw the movie.
Oh, you did? What
the
did you
latest
think?
one.
What did you think of that movie? What did you think about that movie?
Well, I didn't know a lot about him, so I found it to be very informative.
Mhm.
I didn't know they had tried to kill him. I didn't know he kind of had to leave or realize that even Jamaica was going through that kind of disunity.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes.
and the man had a lot of children
He did have a lot of children. That's
and a lot of babies' mamas.
yeah. Well, one of his phrases was, "Just give me a good, clean girl that doesn't use birth control." You know, just so. You know, I went backstage, and I saw what was happening. You know, I was there. There was a lot of groupies there. I was across the room, and I didn't want to run up to him. Hey, Mr. Marley. So at one point, Bob looked over at me, and he went, you know, like that. And that was my only connection in person to Bob Marley. But of course, one of I don't mind saying, one of my heroes, even though sometimes, you know, some of the things are misguided. I mean, when you look at a person's life, you'll say, well, they should have done this and they should have done that, and but that's them.
Yeah. Cool, I'm not doing.
Now, the Wailers started out with 3 people: Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer Livingstone, or Bunny Wailer Livingston. In 1988, they had a concert. It was like, it was Grace Jones, it was Jimmy Cliff, it was not Chick Corea, Santana, and this man here, Bunny Wailer. I think this is Bunny. Nope, it's not. That's Quayle, not Bunny. Get back. I don't want to play Quayle. I want to play Bunny.
Okay, let's rise. We're gonna rise and shine. This is a cry of a people who for over 400 years have been enslaved in mental bondage. A people who with their blood, their sweat, their tears, and their hands, they built the great cities of Babylon. Only to be paid with the wages of the whip, the sword, and the gun. Much too long. We've been down in a slavery, oh so long. We've been down in humility, much too long. We've been down in the valley, oh so long. So we're gonna rise and shine and win your liberation. For now's the time when all nations must be free. So restore your strength and power Waits no more time. Remember your history.
Get your Sarita.
Mr. Emotep, Minister, what happened when you met Bob Marley? What'd you guys say to each other?
You know, I didn't meet him. It was in a big crowd. I was backstage in his dressing room, and there were a bunch of people around. So I didn't get a chance to speak to him personally. We just kind of waved at each other.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome.
So long, we've been down in a sufferation much too long. We've been down in humiliation oh so long. We are gonna rise, rise and shine, and win your liberations. For now's the time when all nations must be free. Rise and shine. For the sake of the younger generations, putting hands and hearts in the mind to brotherhood and unity. We're gonna rise and shine. Restore your strength and power. Waste no more time. Waste no more time. Remember your history. Don't repeat it. Just rise and shine. It's the morning sun that surrounds you. It's international morality time, where mankind must be born anew. Rise and shine. Yes, we're gonna rise. Yes, we're gonna rise. Yes, we're gonna rise. 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 Oh yes. Remember the slave ship. Remember the dance master's whip. Remember where you're from. Remember your history. Remember where you're from. Remember your history. We're gonna rise. We're gonna rise. We're gonna rise. We're gonna rise. We don't mean no harm. We don't mean no harm. We're just gonna get ourselves up. Oh yes. Oh yes. We're gonna rise.
All right. I love Bunny Wailer. I love reggae music. All right. Let's just let me not just. But I do like the Dells. Okay, I did play the Dells. Come on now. I did have Dells. Somebody asked me to cue up Gil Scott Heron. I think I have Gil on here somewhere. But
You know, that's when music was music. That would be going back to Make America Great Again, would be that period of time for that music.
yes, indeed. Yeah. Now, there was a guy, he's called the Godfather of Soul. Why somebody asked me, why do they call him Family Man? Is he called Family Man because he has more children than Bob Marley? You know, that was just his name. So Family Man, Aston Family Man Barrett, and Keedy, help me out on this. Aston Family Man Barrett and his brother Carlton Barrett, who they called Carly, they really set the reggae sound. The drum and bass, the way that they play, just about every reggae group is based upon that. And those are the primary instruments in a reggae band. And it was just something about the way that he played bass and his brother playing the drums. And then after that, it was another duo called Sly and Robbie, Sly Dunbar and Robbie Shakespeare on bass. And they backed a lot of bands. Maybe Keith played in a band with them, I don't know, but they are like I remember reading one time Miles Davis saw Bob Marley and the Wailers, and his comment was, "Family man keeps the family together."
Mhm.
You know, just the way that he plays the bass. So whatever reggae band that's out there now, they're based upon that original rhythm section. Let's see, I have another comment. After seeing the movie, I had to look up Haile Selassie. Interesting start to reggae. Yes, what was happening, it really goes back to Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey, hold on, what's your name, young brother? What's your name?
Omir.
Omir, hold on, let me answer this question and I'll get to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Garvey, in one of his speeches to the UNIA, said, "Look to Africa where a Black king will be crowned." And then Jamaicans started looking up, and I think it's Revelations 5:5, when they talk about the root of David, the Lion of Judah. And this is actually the title of the kings of Ethiopia. And Haile Selassie was crowned in 1930, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. And so and before his name was Haile Selassie, which means power of the Trinity, his name was Ras, which is a word that in Amharic means prince, and his family name was Tafari. But the way Jamaicans pronounced it, they pronounced it Rastafari. And so that's how they got into his name. And they put an I in front of a lot of things. So because he's Haile Selassie the first. So you know, and they use a capital I, you know, a Roman numeral for the first. So they put I in front of a lot of things. So for instance, the word total, instead of saying total, they say ital. They don't want things that are dead, so they don't dedicate anything, they livicate something. There are a lot of different words that are escaping me right now, but let's see, what's another one? Instead of saying I will come back soon, they say I will come forward soon. They never want to be backwards. Instead of saying you and me, they say I and I. So a lot of times, instead of saying brethren, they'll say idren and sistren. So there's a whole glossary of terms that they have. So I want to get back to Omar's question. Go ahead. I hope I answered that last question. Go ahead, Omar. Did I say that? Am I saying your name right, sir?
No, my name's Omir.
I'm sorry, Omir. Sorry, Omir.
It's okay. How many kids did Bob Marley have?
I think he had 18.
18? That's a lot.
Yeah, from a child. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That was
him and Rita had children, and then he had an affair with Miss World, then Miss World, and that was Cindy Breaksway, and that's Junior Gong's mother. And you know, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't want to get into Bob Marley's relationship. You know, that would be a whole show. You know, but anyway, I liked his music and what he was saying, and that album Zimbabwe, he made that album Zimbabwe. And before then, the people that were fighting in the bush were listening to Bob Marley and the Wailers, and they wanted him to come and to perform at their inauguration. And Bob spent, I understand, $250,000 of his own money, brought everybody there. And while they were in the airport, Prince Charles was there too. And Prince Charles sent word to Bob. He sent one of his messengers, and he said, you know, the Prince is very a big fan of Bob Marley and the Wailers, and he would like very much to meet you. And Bob told him, he sent word back. He said, if the Prince wants to meet me, he have to come see me. And so Bob had this thing, I didn't come to bow, I come to conquer. And so that's probably the reason. I don't, you know, I know this is a conspiracy theory, but I don't believe that Bob Marley died of natural cause. I think he was given something, you know. Anyway, that's just me. I have no proof, but he revolutionized things, and people that do that, they get taken out, okay, and then it's never the same after you do it. But now here's,
if I could share just a couple notes on that point.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know, congratulations, you're doing a real good job today. You were talking about the famous rhythm sections out there. I got a chance to play with what was probably the number 3 Jamaican rhythm section, and that was Fully Fullwood on the bass, and
wow.
Carlos Santa Davis on the drums, Soul Syndicate.
That was Carlos Santa on the drums and that Bunny.
With Bunny Wailer, that's right. I saw Earl Chenna Smith in the band too. I recognize I got a chance to play with those guys quite a few times, and it was a wonderful experience, absolutely. And you were also mentioning about the terminology. In the book, Moving Beyond Racism, I included a chapter called The Transforming Value of the Reggae Rastafarian Culture. And it was truly a transforming culture. It's an idea, it's an example of what would be the target of a social engineering program to use a music-based culture to shape behaviors. And it was truly a culture. They had their own language, their own spirituality, their own traditions, their own perspective of history, truly fit all of the 6 axioms of culture. So I encourage all of us to do what you have done and are encouraging us to do, is to fully explore Rasta beyond just the superficialities, which unfortunately Western media likes to reduce our complexities down to something simple. But Rastafarian culture gives us an example, and we have other examples as well, such as hip hop culture, of a radically appearing culture that transforms behavior on a massive scale. It's a fascinating subject.
True. Thank you, Keedy. Yes, indeed. Give us the name of that book again.
This book here is called Moving Beyond Racism. Now, what brought this to mind was you were talking about Bob Marley's death. Do you remember a show that was called, it appeared on this TV network, doggone, I can't remember the name of it, but they produced a video called Was Bob Marley Murdered? And Stephen Ivory interviewed me for the documentary.
No,
it was
man, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, if you look on YouTube, search for my name, documentary film on Bob Marley, it should come up. But in it was based, he called me up based upon a chapter that I'd included in my book, High Crimes of Murder. And the chapter was called The CIA and Reggae. And we do have hard evidence, one second. We do have hard evidence that Bob Marley and the Wailers and others, including Michael Manley, were targeted by the international intelligence agencies for neutralization. Part of the reason is because of the tremendous transforming value of the reggae Rastafarian culture. And they asked me on camera about Bob Marley's death from cancer. Was Bob Marley the victim of murder by cancer? And I had done quite a bit of work on gene wars, biological wars, different things. And I know there was an attempt to find a cancer virus. It began in the late 1970s.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a couple of claims from university researchers that they had found a so-called cancer virus. I was never convinced that that was true, but I did cite those who said they were able to do this. But the idea that Bob Marley was murdered because of a cancer virus being injected into him could only be regarded as speculation. Hard evidence for that. I've searched it for many, many years, and I can find nothing more than just speculation, as well as I never was able to confirm that the U.S. Bio-War Network, because it was an extensive network on college campuses, research universities. It was at USAMRIID, United States Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases. It was all over the country, but I never found any credible claims that they could cause cancer by a virus.
Well, now, have you heard this story? Now, this is a speculation, but during that time when they had the when they had the attempt on Bob's life, and you know, he was shot, the bullet went across his chest and lodged in his arm, and actually Rita still has a bullet in her head from that time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, they went to the hospital and everything, and Bob actually still performed. The assassination attempt was because they didn't want him to perform for Manley. And so Bob performed anyway. The Wailers were scattered, so people like Cat Core of Third World and some other musicians, you know, played for the Wailers. And while they were waiting backstage somewhere, some guy, this is what is said, you know, that's why it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but some white guy came up with some boots, and he was
thorn in the shoe,
and he was the son of that CIA director that was around like when Reagan was. Anyway, he gave him some boots. Bob put the boots on. He put on a boot and he went, and he pulled it out, and it was a copper wire. And so they say that he didn't hurt his toe playing soccer, kicking and you know, and kicking a nail in the soccer field, that's how he got cancer. So it's all speculation. Bob Marley could go to Rome. Actually, I think to this day, Bob has had the biggest attendance at a concert, and it was in Italy. It was like 100,000 people. He could go to Rome and have more people than the Pope. He could go to Ireland and have Protestants and Catholics singing One Love together. You know, Zimbabwe independence, they want Bob Marley there. And he was just before he died, he was going on tour with Stevie Wonder. So he was trying. The only market that he wasn't able to get was the African American market. That's why he had songs like "Play I Some Music, Just Some Reggae Music." We're bubbling on the R&B. I want all my people to see. We're bubbling on the top 100, just like he was talking to us. You know, and then we got a lot. you know, so instead of the positive music of reggae, we got gangster rap. And we have not recovered from that. We think that's our culture. Okay. Enough.
Yeah, if I could just on that point.
All right.
Because of the impact of Motown, because of the impact of these other musical styles, patterns, and the messages that they were giving, this is why our music culture was targeted. And in the book, Rap, Hip Hop in a New World Order, I first of all proposed that the main idea for targeting in that book was they targeted our childbearing age population. It wasn't just about musical exploitation. It was about changing the culture to lower the birth rate, and it appeared to have been tremendously successful. And in the book, I have a 2-page chart that lays out the structure to where the street boys are influenced by these popular rappers. And in the structure of these popular rappers, we found certain things to be common. 1, jail experience. 2, long-term relationships with lawyers who had themselves long-term relationships with aspects of the national security establishment. So if we're looking for a conspiracy, that book, Rap, Hip Hop in the New World Order, I think gives the best example and evidence of a conspiracy. And I'm proud to say that I was the first one to ever come to the conclusion and lay out the evidence that Eazy-E himself was the first of the 3 rappers, all 3 targeted by the national security establishment. Eazy-E's death in 1995, Tupac Shakur's death in 1996, and Biggie Smalls' death in 1997. There were supposed to be 2 more. I think that my book and the classes I was doing may have saved the life of Scarface and Snoop.
Thanks. Keedy, can you put that in the chat? Can you put that book in the chat so we can get to it? And while you're doing that, I'm going to, there are some videos that I made, and I want to share some of them before we close. And this one, and I'm using the song by Mutabaruka. It's called Skin Game.
Tricks on me. Skins, yes, skins is what they see. But I'm made with bones and skin like you. Doing open for the same things you do. For justice, peace, and a place on earth. For life, existence, and what it's worth. So stop playing your skin tricks on me. If my skin ain't free, neither will we be. Stop playing your skin tricks, I say. Tomorrow is a brand new day. For every skin that's here on earth came to existence through a child's birth. The blood that molds is always red. Life continue even when skin is dead. Skins for you, skins for me. When skins are black and in slavery, no skin can truly say it's free. So stop playing your skin tricks on me. There's much more of me to see. Stop playing that skin trick, I say. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Open your eyes and be wise. Time you awake and realize life is blood we all possess. Blood is where life existence rests. The blood that molds is always red. Life continue even when skin is dead. Skin is black, skin is white. We live through the day, we live through the night. Skin is black, skin is white.
Okay, that's one.
I like that one. That was good.
That's Mutabaruka, and he's known as a dub poet.
I've seen him before.
And
he's also Jamaica's poet laureate.
Yes, and he's in the movie. He's in the Bob Marley movie. He's the guy that's opening the gate at Hope Road. You know, where Bob lived. So the guy who was opening up the gate That was Muta Baruka. Here's another one. Thank you, Brother Keedy, for sharing that. I like to get a little sentimental sometimes. So this one is this one I made for Valentine's Day. Some of my favorite couples. Minister Alicia and Styling. Seen them before.
Give me oh so much. Turn me on, turn me on. Won't you please get out of my head, get back into my bed now. Come kiss me, come with me, 'cause I can't hardly sleep without you. Can't stop thinking about you, girl. I want you, I need you, and I'm ready for love. I'm ready for us to lose control. Oh, you know, and I know that no other love, no other touch. Give me oh so much. Turn me on, turn me on.
Wait a minute. Let me back up here. These are my great-grandparents. These are my great-grandparents. Great-grandmother Fenwick, Elizabeth Fenwick, and George Fenwick.
No other kiss, no one like this. Feeling that I can't resist. Turn me on, turn me on, turn me on. I've had my share of lovers, but there is no other girl. You're special, now let's go. 'Cause now I want you more than ever. I want to do whatever now to keep you. I need you, and I'm ready for love. I'm ready for us to lose control. Oh, you know, and I know that no other love, no other touch. Give me oh so much. Turn me on, turn me on. No other kiss, no one like this. Feeling that I can't resist.
Those are my
Turn
parents.
me on, turn me on, turn me on.
I say you're turning me on now. Say you're turning me on. Say you're turning me on from your smile to your lips to the words of the song. I know I used to say I was too young. Now I'm grown up and I got you when you need that strong, real goody good love. And Stevie Wonder said it's been so long, and I'ma give it if you need it. Are you ready to receive it? But I wanna give you some love. I wanna give you some love and affection. You got my attention. See, I'm
Ready for love. I'm ready for us to lose control. Oh, you know, and I know that no other love, no other touch. Give me oh so much. Turn me on, turn me on.
All right, Sister Judy has her hand up. Go ahead. Go ahead, Judy. Judy, we can't hear you.
Okay, I'm on my phone. It's hard. I can never know how to get it unmuted. Yes, I was just gonna share my thoughts about the film,
Mm-hmm.
Bob Marley.
Yes.
I kind of, I guess I know a lot about Bob Marley, and I, know that he was a great leader and just had so much influence. I kind of felt the movie just didn't seem like it, I don't know. If I didn't know anything about him and it was my first exposure to him, I kind of feel like I wouldn't have really left knowing the influence or the impact he had. It was kind of, it seemed like it kind of was rushed through, but I know the family was happy that, that it was made, and it ended kind of funny too. It seemed like it ended really quickly. So, I mean, it was okay. I'm glad it was done.
Mm-hmm. But
what were your thoughts, What were your thoughts?
I liked it. I was concerned, when I went to go see it, I was concerned because I just didn't know what would happen. Muta Baruka, who that doesn't seem like a person that would cry easily, said when he saw it, he said he cried. And some people wanted them to go into as womanizing, and I understand Cindy Breaksway wanted them to spend more time on her part and all of those things. Thank you, Keely, for putting all those things in the chat.
And I just found that documentary film. I'll put that up now.
Okay, great. So everyone save the chat, before we get off, so that we can look at these things later on in our spare time. I personally liked it. I thought it was well done. You can't tell everything. And you would have to do segments. You'd have to do the segments growing up where people called him that German boy. You'd have to do segments on, when he came to America and he worked in a car manufacturing plant. You'd have to do segments when he was, with the original Wailers, Bob, Peter, and Bunny. And how they went back and forth. Peter wanted to tour, then he didn't want to tour, and we're going back and forth. Bunny didn't want to go outside Jamaica, and if that had happened, we wouldn't know about the Wailers as we do now. So there's so many different segments.
I was glad. I wasn't really wanting to be negative. I'm glad that it was done, and yeah, I'm sure it was just wonderful that it got, that it was produced. I know that Brad Pitt was the one that basically produced it, and I guess I wanted it to be a little bit more revolutionary, that he was a revolutionary. But then I have to think about it was trying to cross mainstream theater. So anyway, I still thought it was great that it happened.
There's a movie, it's called Heartland Reggae that you should see. There are a lot of documentaries on Bob Marley that would give you a good information. Are you putting your hand up, Omir? Are you putting your hand up? No. Okay. All right. Hey, we got about 2 minutes. Keely, you're invaluable as usual. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the things that you've put in the chat. Glad to see Saraswati is here. I made this video with some Isley brothers and some pictures as we close out. And tomorrow, I hope you can join us for SOS, Study of Sacred Scriptures. We're going to be looking at the prologue of 2000 Seasons, talking about spring water. All right? So come check us. And until such time, as the Rasta say, more time.
Right. Great class.
Thank you.
Great class.
Thank you, Amir.
Oh days come and go, greater grows the pain. And for too many, feeling the strain. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? Yeah, yeah. Gather every man, gather every woman, celebrate your life, give thanks for your children. Gather everyone, gather all together, gather all together, overlooking on, hoping life gets better for the world. Yeah,
That's Bob Marley
yeah,
in Italy.
Dress me up for battle when all I want is peace. Those of us who pay the price come home with the least. And nation after nation turning into beasts. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? Yeah, when will there be? I wanna know now. When will there be a harvest? 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 When will there
That's
be?
in Sacramento, Bernie Sanders.
When will there be? Everybody, I'm talking about the children. When will there be a harvest? When will there be?
All right, one love, one heart, one God, one aim. Thank you all for coming. Hope to see you tomorrow. Live up. Hey, Saraswati, you turn your camera on. All right, cool.
Great class. Good to see everybody.
Thank you. Glad you could join us. All right. Live up.